I, Derrick Peyton, the masses voice and the new pretty queen of my project, Money Man Joy, aka Simply Joy, who has earned my special badge of honor. And we both do have something so paramount to share with you guys in this very video titled, Easier Said Than Done. Yes, it is easier said than done because man proposes and God disposes. So we beg you all for your listening ears, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let us get into it by starting with marriage. Because marriage vows are easy to make, but not so easy to keep.
And having said that, my love, Derrick Peyton, no marriage is perfect, according to those who have experienced it, and to those who are still in it.
Thanks for that, my pretty queen, Joy. And the reasons why there is no perfect marriage on earth are not far-fetched from the fact that a man's missing rib that he earlier thought he has found may not be the one, simply because he was not the one that misplaced it in the first place. And that is why he can hardly find his soulmate as an eligible bachelor.
And same can also be said for women. Your right man you thought you have gotten married to may not be the one, because women can sometimes also hardly locate the Mr. Right. And I mean the specific man God has used his rib to create you.
As an example, when you pull out something from its right position and replace it with another thing, and it can hardly match. That is why you wed today and divorce tomorrow. I am so sorry, and it is not your fault, because to find out what you did not keep is easier said than done.
And if it were to be your missing rib or your Mr. Right as a perfect match, believe me, divorce should have never set in no matter what, because true love, they say, never ever gives up.
Yes, you are absolutely right, my gorgeous queen, Joy. Imagine the one that sealed up my mouth completely is that he who had a man's rib missing in the first place will still be the same God asking him to go look for it, of which he knew beforehand that it is so hard to see what you did not keep in the first instance. God does everything for a reason. Yes, I know, as Derrick Peyton. And that is why to find true love is also easier said than done.
Having said that, my king, Derrick, every young girl's dream is to get married. Certainly, anyone can get married, but only a few can stay in marriage. Because a happy marriage you have hoped for is not always what you get in the end, because it is not the rightful person you have found. And that was why your marriage was easier said than done.
Again, please permit us to repeat ourselves here by getting the record straight. Marriage is a covenant between God and couples. And that is if the woman was your missing rib and the man was the one God has using one of his rib to create you. So what actually happens after marriage is what counts and not the other way around.
In fact, no one can predict the future of marriage, and neither does anyone knows the intentions of God in your marriage.
Well said by you, the gorgeous queen of my project, Simply Joy. Yes, nobody can come in between us, says marriage. What God has joined together, men must not divide, says marriage. Marriage is for better or worse. Couples promises to love, respect, honor, obey, and be there for each other in sickness and hardship, until death do them part. But for couples to fulfill those vows they both made before the altar will be easier said than done.
Although every relationship has its problems, and nothing is perfect in this sinful world. Even if the person is the love of your life, there is still going to be conflicts as expected, and that's a fundamental part of any relationship.
But it is how you solve those problems through peaceful manners is what counts, and not by having this full mindset that divorce is the only means of a resolution. However, the true love that one person has for another erases any kind of consideration for consequences.
Also, well said, my king, Derrick Peyton. And with that question in mind, every man and woman is looking for that mystery love. that love beyond human's mind, that has no specific direction, neither does it have a particular definition.
And with those two questions in mind, my gorgeous Queen Joy, so when you finally got it, then you both have to scrutinize each other for some months before going into marriage. And if not, your marriage will be proven easier said than done, and it will definitely far from a match made in heaven.
You are sincerely right, my king, Derrick. Every woman wants to be in the center of their man's world, and to achieve that, it is easier said than done.
Also, they rightfully said that when two people are in love, there is nothing that can stand in their way, which may be true, but to the best of my knowledge, as a motivational speaker, Derrick Peyton, it is easier said than done, because in any relationship where there is no money, it must surely lack of happiness. And when the pressure will be too much to bear, then one must surely give up. Yes, I must be rich in life. It is also easier said than done, because there are no shortcuts to success.
So that is all we have to say about easier said than done concerning marriage. By yours truly, Derrick Peyton, the masses voice, and Simply Joy. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.
Thanks so much, my queen, aka Simply Joy, for hitting the nail on its head correctly. So fans, if you know that we have addressed this issue of easier said than done in a positive way, so please do not refuse to share this video with friends and family members. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels as Derrick Peyton and Simply Joy. Thanks for doing so, and may you remain blessed. Say Derrick Peyton, the masses voice, and Monument Joy, aka Simply Joy. Finally, cheers to our unconditional friendship and your kind-hearted spirit you have towards us, our dear, wonderful people.